brand new head coach in Sean Payton. And again, I feel like just a ton of people right now are counting them out. And I'm talking about the Denver Broncos. I said it when we first debuted and a little later afterwards when I posted the second video that Russell Wilson and Sean Payton are going to help each other out. And I believe personally they're going to expand each other's game. The reason I say Sean Payton will help Russell Wilson, we know Russell Wilson just looked like crap last year. We saw Sean Payton take over one of the worst sports franchises in the world, let alone in the NFL, in the Saints, made them a contender for, 15 out of the 20 years he was there, won them a Super Bowl. We know what Sean Payton did. But you also have the fact that Sean Payton, for just, Drew Brees had a big arm. He could throw the deep ball, but he wasn't known for like super big pass plays. He was just very efficient, and he would carve you up for like no joke 35 completions a game if you let him. So knowing Sean Payton dealt with a guy that kind of always had some doubts in his arm strength, because that's why he became a New Orleans Saint, of course, coming from the Dolphins with the shoulder. So Sean Payton never really got that big playmaker type of quarterback. Like respect to Drew. I'm not doubting on Drew. Clearly, I have his jersey on the wall for a reason. But like the big plays that Russell Wilson can make, especially on the move, ad-libbing, like love you, Drew, but that just wasn't something that was in Drew's game at as high of a level that it was in Russell Wilson's game. So I feel like when you couple that with what Sean Payton has done in his NFL career, clearly one of the most insane, legendary, creative offensive minds we've ever seen, that's why I personally believe that the Broncos are going to be okay. And again, Russell Wilson's getting one of those insane offensive minds in Sean Payton. Sean Payton's getting a time playmaker in Russell Wilson. And I know Russ was just bad last year, but I believe Sean Payton is really going to get him right. I really do. There's a very good defense here in Denver. There's no question about that. And Sean Payton just brought in Vance Joseph, which was kind of a head scratcher to me, but I get it. Former coach, maybe you're just bringing in some culture. Guys that would listen to him. He coached shortly after the Super Bowl season and then left with I think he won like 33% of his games. So that's kind of confusing. Also know that they brought in the quarterbacks coach as well. So there are some things that Sean Payton's doing to where maybe that's why people aren't, and I'm not even high on the Broncos, right? But aren't as high on the Broncos as I am. I personally see them being the second best team in the AFC West. Y'all can think what you want. I know the Chiefs are going to be, far and away above them. But if the Broncos won 11, 12 games next year, I would not be shocked. Like, I firmly believe that team still has it in them. Like, don't forget about Jerry Jeudy and Devontae Williams and Cortland Sutton and Sean Payton mending Russell Wilson. And we know what the defense has been for the last 3-4 seasons. They were just suffering from Drew Lock and Teddy Bridgewater and whoever it was out there in Denver, But I'm excited to see Sean Payton work all this out. Team still not freshly sold, but they were sold last season, new quarterback. And again, I said it, the Broncos are not going to be as good as everybody thinks. They had a lot of noise going on. It's time for Sean Payton to clean it up. I'm not even saying AFC title game. I guess maybe that would define a sleeper, but again, just a team that no one is really talking about right now that I think is going to impress a lot of people. Put me down for the Denver Broncos. Give me some of that